Hello and welcome to another video, maybe part 3 or whatever we're going through. If you haven't seen these videos before, I'm Kyle. I am usually an XR immersive development designer, making all things VR, 360 video and stuff like that in my main job. But here I am trying to refresh and keep myself fresh in Unity as Unity changes. I'm part of a lot of Unity-based programs. And work with them a little bit before in time. But yeah, so now I'm doing this, trying to not really bothered if people don't really watch it. I'm not, it's nice if you do, nice if they do keep up with it and stuff like that. And what I'm essentially doing is putting a game together. As you can see around you, we started a 2D game. I asked ChatGPT to write me a game design document, and I've taken that game design document and I'm making it into a game. I've pretty much already implemented script stuff already. The first 2 videos I had to kind of really chop and change because me figuring out the code wasn't good content. So I've kind of already done that part. But I'm more than happy to kind of give you an overview, and that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm a previous lecturer of games design and game development, so I've been working with this book. I work with other books as well, but this is the main book I kind of read and kind of follow through. So this is Scott Rogers. You can pick it up. This is a second-hand copy. Look, this is a really nice copy. I think this is a 2nd edition, so it's quite old now. I think he's even got a 3rd or 4th edition out. So apologies, Scott, I haven't updated yet. But this is quite gospel. It's pretty good, isn't it? So I don't know, there's a lot of YouTubers out there and stuff like that, but you can't knock print, and I'd always say play games, read a lot of things. Don't take everything you read about games design, game development as gospel online. Don't take me as gospel. As I've said, buy books, read books, and learn from what you have learnt as well. And hopefully I can give you some pointers and help you along the way on your game development journey. I am definitely, as I said, I'm trying to catch up on my skills as well. It's been a long time since I've done this. So today I'm going to be creating a basic enemy patrol system, and this is where we're going to be getting most of our nuts and bolts from. Quite literally, when we have, I think there's like a sprite of a drone in here, and that's where we're going to then build the components for our game for then the hacking system. So I'm not going to go through it again. If you want to read the one sheet GDD from ChatGPT, it is below in the content area, and I've also uploaded the scripts as you can see below as well. Yeah, so read through that, see what I'm making for ChatGPT, and pretty much, why am I making it for ChatGPT? Just because I couldn't think of an idea, and I wanted a challenge, and so yeah, I just cracked it in, asked it to make me a one sheet. You can see the prompts that I put in as well. It wasn't a very long prompt, it was a very detailed prompt, but I just kind of wanted the main factors in for an industry brief, and then I got that industry brief from, again, this book. So again, it's all kind of wraps around. So I'm only taking, I needed inspiration and got that from ChatGPT, but everything else is here. And again, the assets are from Unity Asset Store. You've probably seen them before as well. But if I press play, we could kind of see what we have so far. So we have the running, and then we come to a platform, and we should have double jump. There we go. Hangs for a bit of time. I was thinking about a Cinemachine camera, but I quite like the hang time of this. It's quite nice. Might change that a little bit because it is a bit chasing up a little bit. But we can always change that. We can have a look at our camera follow. That's our ground check. Ground check radius 0.1, it's fine. Gravity scale is 0.9, that's fine. Maybe it's in the camera itself then. Smoothness 0.5. I'm going to lower that to 0.3. That might just gives a little bit more time to. Oh yeah, that seems a little bit better. So cool, lovely. So the first thing I'm going to do for this is for our basic enemy patrol system. Is that we're going to create a simple enemy like AI behavior really, where the enemy moves between two predefined waypoints. We're going to create those patrol points, waypoints, if you see it. And there's certain components that we need to put in for those. So firstly, it's the waypoints themselves. These need to be like kind of transform objects, so empty game objects that represents different positions. Waypoint A, waypoint B, position A, position P, patrol A, patrol B. You can call them what you want. And then we can kind of go from there. Then we need to implement the movement. Again, we'll do the same kind of movement that we implemented with our character, rigid body, vector 2, all that kind of stuff. We'll make sure that it loops. We'll make sure the sprite flips as well, get the sprite in there. And if we need to, we can look at kind of a simple kind of what's the word I'm looking for, like a state machine as well, if we do need one from like, when I mean like state machine, I think sort of patrolling to being warned to attacking, and then we can go back to our normal sort of patrolling state and loop that state. So game loops, very important. Okay, so within our Unity machine, we're going to create our empty game objects first. We can use existing objects if we want. We're not for this instance. So if we go into our scene, we can zoom out a little bit. Let's have our first enemy up here. He can be patrolling from point A and point B on our platform. Seems quite traditional. Let's go create an empty point, and we're going to call this waypoint 1 for now. 1. Where is that? That is there. Let's drop this to here, and then we can duplicate this and check this across to right here, and we're just going to rename this to, we could have called it waypoint and then waypoint 1, waypoint 2, but we'll do something like that. That's fine. So we've got empty objects, waypoint 1, waypoint 2, and we're allowing we'll allow back and forth between these two. Cool. So the next thing we need to do is create and make our enemy. So what we will do is probably just find a sprite, and then I'll just chuck it on there. I think I've done the same for the player. Yeah, it seems fine. It's working fine. Right, so let's find some sprites, enemies. Here we go. Crab, idol, crab, crabs, octopus. What the hell? Okay, I don't want that. That's oh, there's warped caves. Okay. Warp City 2. Warp City assets. Let's try Warp City assets. Artwork. Sprites. Vehicles miscellaneous. Drone enemy explosion. Helpful turret. Okay, shot. Okay, we haven't actually got a full enemy there either. Hope you've got an enemy. I just assumed. Crikey. Prefabs, maybe. Characters. Oh, that looks like a turret as well. Wow, bit of a neck. Cop, what's that? Oh, okay, so I'm sort of running prefab cop thing. Right, okay, maybe you can make him from scratch. Good. Come on. Okay, what is this? Right, let's have a look at this fella then. Let's see what he's got going on. Oh, okay, he's got an idol. He's got to run. Okay, cool. We can work with that. Right. He's just under cop, not enemy. And then enemy. Right, he's got an animation. And he's got, what is that? That is a shoot 1, a shoot 2, and a shoot 3. So it's pulsing. I'm assuming he's got a character controller, he's got an animator. Cool. Right, let's just get him in initially and see the size of him. I can't remember the size of our sprites, but I'm sure I will remember. Let's go and drag him in. Let's call him enemy. And where is he? He's miniature, so let's quickly sort him out. Good to have him next to the player so we've got something to compare to. So I'm going to click on the cop 1, 2, or actually I'm going to click on all 3 of these cops actually. I think I may have put them down to 16. That's okay. That's okay. Mesh type, that's fine. Wrap mode, that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. Compression non-apply. Yeah, that seems okay, yeah. Let's just put this fella down a little bit. Yeah, seems pretty much the same height. I'm going to stick with that. That's okay. So next now we've got him at the right height. Let's drop him over here. And he will need a collider. Capsule collider 2D. We'll zoom in and bring it in. So I'll get his body just in case it'd be unfair for the player to get kind of hit there. I think the legs, that's fair enough. But, oh, missed that. Like me. But again, here we go. So I know he's going to shoot at this. I'm just going to give him a little bit of breadth in case we sort of click this arm move. But it'll be unfair to the player if anything kills us with him. And I think that's fair enough. I'm happy with that there. That is cool. Let's add a rigid body as well because there will be possible collisions later on. At the moment, this is kind of optional, but we can make sure that he's got gravity. That's fine. Let's make it continuous. That all makes life a lot easier, and we'll freeze the rotation on Z, and we can also save this as well. Make sure you save, very important. Cool, lovely. Let's create an enemy patrol script as well. We can also give him, we will add an animator now actually, because he did have all that stuff already, didn't he? So where was that? So this is his controller. We can see if he has anything. Let's just add this straight to our enemy. So he has an animator. Now we've got the enemy shoot 1 animator. So if we click on our animator here, we can see that we've got enemy shoot animation. Okay, cool. So this is when he's triggered. This won't probably happen yet. Actually, I am tempted to not even use this one at all, actually. Let's remove it and we'll create a new one. I'll create one from scratch. Oh, I think it'll be just make life easier for us. Do I have an animations folder already? No, I just make things from before. Cool. Let's just make some folders so things are organized. Animations. And then folder enemy. And that will then create animator controller. And we'll call this enemy. Drag that in. That then should go into there. Lovely. Then that should be empty. Cool. Fantastic. And then what we'll do is quickly find those animations. I don't want the crab ones, enemy 2 or idle. We did have some kind of idle run. Is that just an enemy shoot animation? Not an idle or a run. That's really weird. Why is that not together? Player shoot, explosion, enemy shoot, egg target, cop. Okay, so we can put these animations together. We've got 3 animations. That's fine. We can deal with that. So we're going to go to Window. We go to Animation. Animation. And there we go. Cool. Lovely. So we initially need to create an animation clip. And we can, if we go create, let's go, where are we saving this to? I'll then go to C, go to users, go to Guile, go to wherever I saved this. Shadow circuit, go to assets, go to animations, go to enemy and save it in here. And we will call this enemy. And enemy idle. Click save. And then we can go dunk. 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 We've only got 3 animations here. So at 60 samples, that's going to be insane. So we're going to change that to 6. That should even that out a little bit. I'm going to drag this tab down to here. Because then what we can see, if we go to here, play. Cool. That's a weird art. It's like a gun idle. That's a weird idle. Okay, so it's all about shooting. Okay, that's interesting. We now have those animations. I might not have that running straight away. Let's get the patrol system in actually, because the shooting is a whole different implementation. So I'm actually going to scrap this. Let's just sever what. Need that for now. Come on, where's my delete button? Delete. Oh, okay. Kind of delete that. Cool. We won't do that. We'll just get the patrol system in because his shooting seems to just be for. So what's his run animation then? Let's have a quick look at that before I go. Is it running with the gun? Cop run. Okay, so his idle is him just getting gun out all the time and then he's running. Is that okay? We'll deal with that. That's cool. Cool. So let's go and make a new script. Scripts. We've already got 2 scripts in here already, so let's go to create C# script, and we'll call this enemy patrol. We'll create another one for like enemy health if needs be. Oh, it's still compiling. It's fine. Let that compile, and then we can drag that on. And then we'll check at the bottom. Cool. Let's close these. Let's close these and close that one for now. There we go. Control, and we can open this. Cool. So we're going to put some private variables in here, public variables, and we'll also get. Let's just change this to 130 so we can see. Do better. It's also going to update, but that's fine. So what we essentially need to do is kind of what I said before. We need that vector transform. So our public variables will be an array of transform to find the patrol points. We'll need a move speed to control how fast the enemy moves. We'll need a wait time. So we don't want feel like a ping pong ball. We don't want our enemy going like that. So we're going to create a wait time at each point. Then we can have some private variables as well, which will be to track which point, where we are currently. We're at waypoint 1, waypoint 2, and we can go from there. And then we can determine if the enemy is waiting, again, for how long. The movement logic itself, we'll just crack into update vector 2. Classic, we'll pretty much just take what we did with our player controller script and go from there with it, really. And once we have done that, we can do a coroutine for the loop and a coroutine for a distance threshold as well. Cool. And then we can add in the controller, the sprite flip, if we need it. We will need it, and we'll see if he's kind of hovering. He has got a running animation. I don't know if he is not running, but that's cool. We might need start and update to start off with, but that's fine. So as you know, I'm now really into headers. So we're going to say header, and make sure we can write it. And what we're going to say is our first one is going to be, we can call this patrol settings. That's cool. It's fine. And then that red line will go as soon as we start writing some bits. So first, we're going to put out our public transform. Yep. And we're going to do an array on this. So we could have a number of waypoints. We can add more waypoints later on. So this is really nice. So if you want to add your own points, you can. And where they can dot around, whether it's top-down, 2D platformer, absolutely fine. Next, we'll create that move speed. So this will be a float, and we'll call it move speed. What did we initially say for our player controller? What's his move speed? 8. We give 5. So 5F. And then we've got the wait time. Again, we'll make this public so we can just edit this in the inspector. And then we can make this 1F, equivalent to like a second when we'll crack in the coroutine. Lovely. Then we can have our private variables. And then we'll have current, point, index. So this will index where we currently are, where we are, what are we between, what are we doing, and we'll just leave this at 0 for now. Then we could have a private ball of if we are or if we are not waiting. So we'll call it is waiting, and we'll obviously initially set it to false, and then we can say a private sprite renderer, and call it sprite renderer. Thank you, and that will be, we can take that for our sprite flip. Cool. That starts us nicely with our sprite renderer. So we can go grab that get component. And what we're looking for is obviously sprite renderer. So it's going to allow it. There we go. I love this really quick syntax thing. Works really, really nicely. So do we need anything else in start? Yeah, let's add our index actually before I forget. So what we can say, I said that, that's really weird. Cool. Is that if our patrol points, patrol points, dot length, so we need that, automatic, is equaling to 0. Lovely. We can then say transform dot position is equal to control points, which is then going to be, yeah, that, exactly that, of the position. Lovely. So within update, we can then just say if control points dot length is equal to 0. Again, we can then just say, can we just do it here? I wonder if it'll like that. Return. Spell length wrong. Put it all wrong with length. Cool. Lovely. We'll just return that. So essentially, if he meets that point, he will go back to the other point and return, and that will create that loop. We'll probably need a coroutine in there anyway, but that's absolutely fine. So if R is right, the syntax thing here is very, very correct. So if our if the player is waiting, we need to move towards the current waypoint. Okay, so if he is waiting, which is very correct, so I don't need that. I will then do that. We can then say vector2 of our target position. So we just do target pos will equal patrol points. And that will be our current point index of our position. So we'll find our position as well. And then we can say, hey, we want to move to there. So we can say transform.position, which is true again. So I'll tab that of target position. No, it's not. So that would be a vector2 dot move towards. Lovely. And then we can say transform dot position of target position of move speed. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Yeah, the syntax is just kind of being really, really helpful here. All I'm going to say is the move will be insane. So let's just say, I thought we would add that automatically, but time dots at a time. Go. Lovely. Otherwise, this is going to be really quick. Cool. Lovely. So the next thing we need to look at is our sprite flip. So do we need this? Yeah, so yeah, because we're at the point, then we flip. Yeah, then we flip. Cool. I was just thinking if we need to write it within is waiting. I've just remembered if we're not waiting. So if well, let's do a little bit of do a little sprite flip. Oh, withdraw. So if transform position of x, I'm going to not magnitude, not in 3D. That's what I'd do if it was 3D. It'd be less than our target position of x. That's true. We would then say our sprite renderer dot flip x is then false. So treating that syntax like, is it true? No, it's not. And then we can say else if our transform dot position of x is greater than our target pos, our target position on x. Then that will our sprite render will be true. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Love it when a plan comes together. So let's check if the enemy is close enough to our waypoint. So we would get oh, okay, yeah. So then we need to get a coroutine in. So what we'll do, we'll set this up and then we'll write the code coroutine, and then we'll come back to it. So vector2 dot distance. Oh, God knows me. It's like it's all in my head already. Is less than 0.1 f of points. So we're pretty much at the waypoint. We can then start. We'll just go to write coroutine in there, and then we'll write the coroutine and come back to it just as a bit of sudo, and then we'll come back. So don't worry. Then our wait a minute. So we want our coroutine to come here. So we're going to say I enumerator, and we can call this wait at point. So wait at waypoint or wait at point is fine. And then we can say initially is that okay is waiting is true because we're at our waypoint. Oh my days, what was that? is waiting is true. And then we'll do the classic yield return, but not null. We'll just say new. And we'll wait for seconds, and we'll add that wait time in. So wait for seconds, and then, oh yeah. Cool. Then what we can do is increment the time. So how long we are going to be at that point, how long are we going to wait, then we're going to move. So if we say current point index, that was complete. Fluke of just hitting that button, that key, and then we can say that needs to be in brackets. It's correct. Current point index is +1. That is true of our patrol point of the length. Cool. And then we can say is waiting. Box to double check that works. It's all grayed out because we haven't implemented it in yet, so we're just going to go beep beep beep. So we'll go back to that pseudocode, and here we can then say start coroutine, because we've now written the coroutine, and there we go, blink, it's just lit up, and we can say wait points. There we go. We just need to bracket those off. Oh, okay. Yep, I think that is good. It's probably going to be like, here's how to improve your code. Yeah. I don't debate it. Always good to have a review. Think it over in your head. Think what it is doing. Many years ago when I was teaching games development, it was always like the industry thing was like, get rid of your pseudocode. And yeah, I guess now if it's like piles and piles of it, but these kind of little notes things are really, really helpful. Cool. Let's save that and go back into Unity. So our enemy patrol script should attach it to our enemy game object. So it's already there. We can see that we have got our patrol points. So it's looking for how many points that we have. We currently have 2. So we'll have 0 and 1. We can drop down here. So here we go. It's looking for these transforms. So it's looking for waypoint 1. So let's give it what it wants. Waypoint 1. Cool. Why did that not happen? It's weird. Waypoint 1. There we go. And waypoint 2. Lovely jubbly. Move speed is currently at 5. Yeah, we'll see how that works with the flip. It might be too quick. Wait time is like 1 second, I guess, at the moment. And then we can kind of go through there. So make sure if you're putting this together, you definitely in the inspector for your enemy, you set the size of your patrol array. So how many patrol points have you got? I've only got 2, waypoint 1, waypoint 2. I've done that, but you can now add more. That's the beauty of an array. You can then drag your waypoint game objects into the array slots, and now we can test our game. I'm just going to save that, so it saves all this information. Let's press play. Let's find our... Oh, there we go. He's stuck already. Good stuff. Right, let's see what... Let's try and lift him slightly. He's stuck on that point. He's always coming back to that point and not coming back. Interesting. So, he did kind of flip. Let's have a look at this. If this collider's giving him any jip. Press play and then we'll make sure on the scene view. Waypoint 1, what if I lift that waypoint? Oh, I'm still struggling, isn't he? And doesn't want to go back to waypoint 2. Oh, well, that was a really long wait. Let's Speed's too quick, definitely. Let's see if that. Maybe I've implemented something a bit weird with the script, and we can go back through it. That wait time. It's either a ridiculous wait time or error in my wait time because I'm in the syntax. Right, let's have a quick review of the script. Things like this happen. It's absolutely fine. Okie dokie. So we have. Let's just have a look. The flipping went a bit weird, didn't it? So let's have a look at wait at point initially. So wait at point. It is waiting is true. Wait per seconds is our wait time. Our wait time is just 1. Okay, that's fine. We've then got our current point index equals our current point index plus 1. Yep. Then we have our patrol patrol points dot length. Yep, that's fine. And then our is waiting is false. Yep, that is true. That's all good. Wait for seconds. Wait for seconds. New. Fine. Let's have a look at this. Transform of our vector to move towards transform.position. And then our target position of our move speed and then time dot delta time. That is fine. That is our dot position as well. That's fine. If we are not waiting, length equals 0, then we return. Just do that out of not going insane. Sprite renderer. If our patrol length is 0, then our transform position that is also fine. Should be okay. Let's see if this quickly works without a rigid body. See if the rigid body is just causing some dramas. Move component, let's press play. Always good to test these things. Scene. Okay. So he's kind of flipping. Oh, okay, so he's going the wrong way. Oh, okay, because of flip X. Because, yeah, okay, right. Okay, so if we quickly, so where are these waypoints? So where are they jigging? That's the center point, so it needs to kind of be up. 1. Just these a little bit better. So what I'm going to do here, you can kind of watch what I'm going to do here. Come down a bit. Yeah, that's cool. We'll sort out the flipping, don't worry. That's good. So I'm going to go and go onto our waypoint 1 and go to copy. And I'm going to copy the position. I'm going to come out of play. I'm then going to paste this back into here. So right click and then we go paste and we need to go position. So that pops out up there. I'm going to quickly delete this one. And then I'm just going to duplicate this. And we're going to just drag this along. Here. And there I won't be able to get away with. And then we'll grade in this again, waypoint 2. And we'll add these lines back in. So I get the ME, looking for my missing waypoint, stick that back in there. I'll go put that to 2 for speed. Wait time seems to be okay. Let's have a quick look at this. And then we can have a look at the rigid body. We might have to. Do we really need it right now? Need to sort that out. Oh, that's better. Just need to sort that flip out. So we need to go back into our script. Where is it? Cool. So, and the issue is going to be our, well, yeah, as we said, our sprite flip here. So, it's not wrong. It's just that we don't need to move the arrows. We need to change what is true and what is false. So this now becomes true, and this now becomes false. Why did this happen? You say the reason this happened was the script the logic assumed the enemy was facing. Let's have a look. Back to Unity. Oh, we can save that now. It assumed it was facing I can't remember, this way, and there we changed it to this way. So actually I can't remember now. Don't even remember clicking that. Whatever. When we put the logic in, it will it should be fixed now. Let's play and have a look at this. Go to scene. There we go. And then it should flip. There we go. Fantastic. There we go. So we have a very basic enemy patrol system in there. Next time we'll look at implementing some animations and stuff like that, and get a shoot up as well. Whoops, what are we going to have in there? So we'll click on Unity. How are we going? So we'll stay on with that. Yeah, we'll get the animations adjusted. We'll get a rigid body in there as well, but we can turn gravity off simply because we only need it for collisions, and the vector to move towards is doing all the business of moving and stuff like that, and we'll just get the animations in there, which they're a bit weird, so I don't know if he's always running and shooting. We'll have to have a look at that, but we can have a look at that next time. Cool. But no, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video.